Now to the war in Ukraine. The governor of the Kharkiv region in northeastern Ukraine says 43 people have been injured in a strike by a Russian missile. 12 of those wounded are said to be children. The attack happened in Pervomaisky, a small town about 60 kilometres from Ukraine's second city, Kharkiv. Missile struck the car park of a residential building, and pictures from the scene show burnt-out cars and a large crater there too. And this comes after Russia was targeted by a drone strike earlier on Tuesday. Russian media say 5 drones have been intercepted in Moscow and the nearby region. A number of flights scheduled to land at one of Moscow's airports were redirected. And all this comes as Ukraine's counteroffensive enters its second month now. On Monday, Ukraine said it had taken more than 37 square kilometres of territory. So we're going to take a few minutes to assess how it is going. We can speak to Maria Avdiva, a Ukrainian security expert and research director at the European Expert Association. Thank you so much for coming on the programme.
Thank you for having me.
So what's your assessment of how the Ukrainian counter-offensive has gone so far?
Well, there is a heavy fighting all along the front line. There is not a single area where this counter-offensive action is happening. It's happening all over the front line in the south and in the east of Ukraine. Ukraine had made some gains, not some major push, and it's because Russian lines of defense are very much protected, very defended, and they have several layers, and they are very heavily mined. And Ukrainian troops have put a lot of effort to go and to break these Russian defense lines, and they are probing where they will be successful, and this point will be they will attack more, and they combine this tactic with high precise missile attacks on Russian supply routes and Russian bases, and for that they also use Britain-supplied Storm Shadows missiles.
But in terms of territory gain, do you think there will be people within the Ukrainian military who are surprised, disappointed that more gains haven't been made?
There is no disappointment, and as President Zelensky has said, this is not a Hollywood, this is not a show. Every inch and every meter of the liberated territory costs lives of Ukrainian soldiers. And Ukraine wants to be sure that we make this progress, the troops will make progress when they can do that. And no needless sacrifices of the lives of the soldiers should be made. And this means that the tactics which are shown now, step by step, they go.
And it's difficult. We've highlighted here that the dangers and the problems with landmines, for example, left behind by Russia. It makes progress very, very slow. Is there a set of weaponry, a tactic that could provide an extra boost here that could lead to a breakthrough?
Well, absolutely. As the Commander-in-Chief Zaluzhny has said, no other nation will go in this counter-offensive without the air superiority. And Ukraine does it. And Ukraine needs now air supply of fighter jets and more high-precise missiles, because without that, Ukrainian troops are on the open space where Russia attacks them with their fighter jets and with helicopters.
Should Ukraine have waited? Should Ukraine have waited for air cover?
Well, Ukraine is doing the slow progress, what it has been done since Russia started this invasion. And this progress is in some areas slower, some areas faster, and it depends on the situation on the battlefield. Where it's possible, the progress will be faster, but we cannot stop, because if we stop, then we will give Russia time, and Russia will use this time to move forward.